गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। प्रातः स्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वं सच्चित् सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयं यत् स्वप्नजागरसुषुप्तमवेति नित्यं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलमहं न च भूतसङ्गः।
ॐ तत्त्वबोधः वासुदेवेन्द्रयोगीन्द्रं नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुं मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। साधनचतुष्टयसम्पन्नाधिकारिणाम् मोक्षसाधनभूतम् तत्त्वविवेकप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः। साधनचतुष्टयं किम्? नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः, इहामुत्रार्थफलभोगविरागः, शमादिषट्कसम्पत्तिः, मुमुक्षुत्वञ्चेति। नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः कः? नित्यवस्त्वेकं ब्रह्म तद्व्यतिरिक्तं सर्वमनित्यम्। अयमेव नित्यानित्यवस्तुविवेकः। विरागः कः? इह स्वर्गभोगेषु इच्छाराहित्यम्। शमादिसाधनसम्पत्तिः का? शमो दम उपरमस्तितिक्षा श्रद्धा समाधानञ्चेति। शमः कः? मनोनिग्रहः। दमः कः? चक्षुरादिबाह्येन्द्रियनिग्रहः। उपरमः कः? स्वधर्मानुष्ठानमेव। तितिक्षा का? शीतोष्णसुखदुःखादिसहिष्णुत्वम्। श्रद्धा कीदृशी? गुरुवेदान्तवाक्यादिषु विश्वासश्रद्धा। समाधानं किम्? चित्तैकाग्रता मुमुक्षुत्वं किम् मोक्षो मे भूयादितीच्छा एतत्साधनचतुष्टयम् ततस्तत्त्वविवेकस्य विकारिणो भवन्ति तद्विवेकः कः आत्मा सत्यं सर्वं मिथ्येति आत्मा कः स्थूलसूक्ष्मकारीराद्व्यतिरिक्तः पञ्चकोशातीतः सन् अवस्थात्रयसाक्षी आनन्दस्वरूपः सन् यस्तिष्ठति स आत्मा स्थूलशरीरं किम् पञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतम् सत्कर्मजन्यम् सुखदुःखादिभोगयतनं शरीरम् अस्ति जायते वर्धते विपरिणमते अपक्षीयते विशतीति षड्विकारवदेतत् स्थूलशरीरम् सूक्ष्मशरीरं किम् अपञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतैः कृतं सत् कर्मण्यम् सुखदुःखादिभोगसाधनम् पञ्चज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चकर्मेन्द्रियाणि पञ्चप्राणादयः मनश्चैकम् बुद्धिश्चैका एवं सप्तदशकलाभिः सह यत्तिष्ठति तत्सूक्ष्मशरीरम् श्रोत्रं त्वक्चक्षुः रसनाघ्राणमिति पञ्चज्ञानेन्द्रियाणि श्रोत्रस्य दिग्देवता त्वचो वायुः चक्षुषः सूर्यः रसनाया वरुणः घ्राणस्य अश्विनौ इति ज्ञानेन्द्रियदेवताः श्रोत्रस्य विषयः शब्दग्रहणम् त्वचो विषयः स्पर्शग्रहणम् चक्षुषो विषयः रूपग्रहणम् रसनाया विषयः रसग्रहणम् घ्राणस्य विषयः गन्धग्रहणम् इति वाक्पाणिपाद पायूपस्थानि इति पञ्चकर्मेन्द्रियाणि वाचो देवता वह्निः हस्तयोरिन्द्रः पादयोर्विष्णुः पायोर्मृत्युः उपस्थस्य प्रजापतिरिति कर्मेन्द्रियदेवताः वाचो विषयः भाषणम् पाण्योर्विषयः वस्तुग्रहणम् पादयोर्विषयः गमनम् पायोर्विषयः मलत्यागः उपस्थस्य विषयः आनन्द इति कारणशरीरं किम् अनिर्वाच्य अनाद्यविद्यारूपम् शरीरद्वयस्य कारणमात्रम् सत्स्वरूपाज्ञानम् निर्विकल्पकरूपम् यदस्ति तत्कारणशरीरम् अवस्थात्रयं किम् जाग्रत्स्वप्नसुषुप्त्यवस्थाः जाग्रदवस्था का श्रोत्रादिज्ञानेन्द्रियैः शब्दादिविषयैश्च ज्ञायते इति यत् सा जाग्रदवस्था स्थूलशरीराभिमानी आत्मा विश्व इत्युच्यते। स्वप्नावस्था केति चेत् जाग्रदवस्थायां यद्दृष्टम् यच्छ्रुतम् तज्जनितवासनया निद्रासमये यः प्रपञ्चः प्रतीयते सा स्वप्नावस्था सूक्ष्मशरीराभिमानी आत्मा तैजस इत्युच्यते। सुषुप्त्यवस्था अपि न जानामि सुखया निद्रानुभूत इति। सुषुप्त्यवस्था कारणशरीराणि आत्मा प्राज्ञ इत्युच्यते। पंचकोशाः के अन्नमयः प्राणमयः मनोमयः विज्ञानमयः आनन्दमयश्चेति। अन्नमयः कः अन्नरसेनैव भूत्वा अन्नरसेनैव वृद्धिं प्राप्य अन्नरूपपृथिव्यां यद्विलीयते तदन्नमयः कोशः स्थूलशरीरम्। प्राणमयः कः प्राणाद्याः पञ्चवायवः वागादीन्द्रियपञ्चकम् मिलित्वा यो भवति प्राणमयः कोशः। मनोमयः कः मनश्च ज्ञानेन्द्रियपञ्चकम् मिलित्वा यो भवति स मनोमयः कोशः। विज्ञानमयः कः बुद्धिज्ञानेन्द्रियपञ्चकम् मिलित्वा यो भवति स विज्ञानमयः कोशः। आनन्दमयः कः एवमेव कारणशरीरभूत अविद्यास्थमलिनसत्त्वम् प्रियादिवृत्तिसहितं सत् आनन्दमयः कोशः। एतत्कोशपञ्चकम् मदीयं शरीरम् मदीयाः प्राणाः मदीयं मनश्च मदीया बुद्धिः मदीयं ज्ञानमिति स्वेनैव ज्ञायते। तद्यथा मदीयत्वेन ज्ञातं कटककुण्डलगृहादिकं स्वस्माद्भिन्नं तथा पञ्चकोशादिकं मदीयत्वेन ज्ञातं आत्मा न भवति। आत्मा तर्हि कः सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः सत् किं कालत्रयेऽपि तिष्ठतीति सत् चित् किं ज्ञानस्वरूपः आनन्दः कः सुखस्वरूपः। एवं सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपं स्वात्मानं विजानीयात्। अथ चतुर्विंशतितत्त्वोत्पत्तिप्रकारं वक्ष्यामः। ब्रह्माश्रया सत्त्वरजस्तमो गुणात्मिका माया अस्ति ततः आकाशः सम्भूतः आकाशाद्वायुः वायोस्तेजः तेजस आपः अद्भ्यः पृथिवी एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये आकाशस्य सात्विकांशात् श्रोत्रेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् वायोः सात्विकांशात् त्वगिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् अग्नेः सात्विकांशात् चक्षुरिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् जलस्य सात्विकांशात् रसनेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् पृथिव्याः सात्विकांशात् घ्राणेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां समष्टिसात्विकांशात् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कारचित्त अन्तःकरणानि सम्भूतानि संकल्पविकल्पात्मकं मनः निश्चयात्मिका बुद्धिः अहङ्कर्ता अहङ्कारः चिन्तनकर्तृचित्तम् मनसो देवता चन्द्रमाः बुद्धेर्ब्रह्मा अहङ्कारस्य रुद्रः चित्तस्य वासुदेवः एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां मध्ये आकाशस्य राजसांशात् वागिन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् वायोः राजसांशात् पादेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् वह्नेः राजसांशात् पाणीन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् जलस्य राजसांशात् उपस्थेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् पृथिव्या राजसांशात् गुदेन्द्रियं सम्भूतम् एतेषां समष्टिराजसांशात् पञ्चप्राणाः सम्भूताः एतेषां पञ्चतत्त्वानां तामसांशात् पञ्चमहाभूतानि भवन्ति पञ्चीकरणं कथमिति चेत् एतेषां पञ्चमहाभूतानां तामसां स्वरूपम् एकं एकं भूतम् द्विधा विभज्य एकमेकमर्धम् पृथक् तूष्णीं व्यवस्थाप्य अपरमपरमर्धम् चतुर्धा ज्य स्वार्धमन्येषु अर्ध स्वभागचतुष्टयसंयोजनं कार्यम् तदा पञ्चीकरणं भवति एतेभ्यः पञ्चीकृतपञ्चमहाभूतेभ्यः स्थूलशरीरं भवति एवं पिण्डब्रह्माण्डयोः ऐक्यं सम्भूतम् स्थूलशरीराभिमानी जीवनामकम् ब्रह्म प्रतिबिम्बं भवति स एव जीवः प्रकृत्या स्वस्मात् ईश्वरं भिन्नत्वेन जानाति अविद्योपसन् आत्मा जीव इत्युच्यते मायोपाधिस्सन् आत्मा ईश्वर इत्युच्यते एवमुपाधिभेदात् जीवेश्वर भेददृष्टिः यावत्पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत्पर्यन्तं जन्ममरणापसंसारः न निवर्तते। तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोः भेदबुद्धिः स्वीकार्या। ननु साहंकारस्य किञ्चिज्ञस्य जीवस्य निरहंकारस्य सर्वज्ञस्य ईश्वरस्य तत्त्वमसीति महावाक्यात् कथमभेदबुद्धिः स्यात्। उभयोः विरुद्धधर्माक्रान्तत्वात् इति चेन्न स्थूलसूक्ष्मशरीराभिमानी त्वं पदवाच्यार्थः उपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं समाधिदशासम्पन्नं शुद्धं चैतन्यं त्वं पदलक्ष्यार्थः। एवं सर्वज्ञत्वादिविशिष्ट ईश्वरः तत्पदवाच्यार्थः उपाधिशून्यं शुद्धचैतन्यं तत्पदलक्ष्यार्थः। एवञ्च जीवेश्वरयोः चैतन्यरूपेण अभेदे बाधकाभावः। एवञ्च वेदान्तवाक्यैः सद्गुरूपदेशेन च सर्वेष्वपि भूतेषु येषां ब्रह्मबुद्धिरुत्पन्ना ते जीवन्मुक्ता इत्यर्थः। ननु जीवन्मुक्तः कः? यथा देहोऽहं पुरुषोऽहं ब्राह्मणोऽहं शूद्रोऽहम् अस्मीति दृढनिश्चयः, तथा नाहं ब्राह्मणः न शूद्रः न पुरुषः किन्तु असङ्गः सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः प्रकाशस्वरूपः सर्वान्तर्यामी चिदाकाशरूपोऽस्मीति दृढनिश्चयरूपः अपरोक्षज्ञानवान् जीवन्मुक्तः ब्रह्मैवाहमस्तीति अपरोक्षज्ञानेन निखिलकर्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्तः स्यात्। कर्मविधानि सन्तीति चेत् आगामि संचित प्रारब्धभेदेन सन्ति ज्ञानोत्पत्त्यनन्तरं ज्ञानदेहकृतं पुण्यपापं कर्म तदागामीत्यभिधीयते। संचितं कर्म किम्? अनन्तकोटिजन्मनां बीजभूतं तत् यत्कर्म जातं पूर्वार्जितं तिष्ठति तत्सञ्चितं ज्ञेयम्। प्रारब्धं कर्म किमिति चेत् इदं शरीरमुत्पाद्य इह लोके एवं सुखदुःखादिप्रदं कर्म तत्प्रारब्धं भोगेन नष्टं भवति। प्रारब्धकर्मणां भोगादक्षय इति। संचितं कर्म ब्रह्मैवाहमिति निश्चयात्मकज्ञानेन नश्यति। आगामि कर्म अपि ज्ञानेन नश्यति। किञ्च आगामि कर्मणां नलिनीदलगतजलवत् ज्ञानिनां सम्बन्धो नास्ति। किञ्च ये ज्ञानिनं स्तुवन्ति भजन्ति अर्चयन्ति तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतम् आगामि पुण्यं गच्छति ये ज्ञानिनं निन्दन्ति द्विषन्ति दुःखप्रदानं कुर्वन्ति तान् प्रति ज्ञानिकृतं सर्वमागामि क्रियमाणं यदवाच्यं कर्म पापात्मकं तत् गच्छति तथा च आत्मवित् संसारं तीर्त्वा ब्रह्मानन्दमिहैव प्राप्नोति तरति शोकमात्मवित् इति श्रुतेः तनुं त्यजतु वा काश्यां स्वपचस्य गृहेऽथवा ज्ञानसम्प्राप्तिसमये मुक्तोऽसौ विगताशयः इति स्मृतेश्च तत्त्वबोधप्रकरणं समाप्तम् सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु.
Hari Om. Kindly guide me. I think we were in the conclusion, right? Shall I repeat? I think this we had already done, right? I will repeat the conclusion. I think this conclusion we had done, right? In conclusion, the result of self-knowledge is summarized by quotes from the Shruti and Smriti. तथा चात्मवित् संसारं तीर्त्वा ब्रह्मानन्दमिहैव प्राप्नोति तरति शोकमात्मवित् इति श्रुतेः तनुं त्यजतु वा काश्यां श्वपचस्य गृहेऽथवा ज्ञानसम्प्राप्तिसमये मुक्तोऽसौ विगताशयः इति स्मृतेश्च. Tatha, thus, cha and Atmavit, the knower of the self, samsaram, samsara, tirtva, having crossed, brahmanandam, supreme bliss, iha, here, eva, alone, prapnoti, gains, tarati, crosses, shokam, sorrow, atmavit, knower of the self, iti, thus, shrutehe, the Shruti says, Tanum, body, Tyajatu, may it be given up. Va, or Kashyam, in Kashi, Shwapachasya, of a dog eater, Gruhe, in the house, Athava, or Jnana Samprapti Samay, at the time of attaining knowledge, Muktaha, liberated, Asau, he, Vigatashayah, free from the results of actions, iti, thus, smrute cha, and the smriti says. Tatha cha atmavit samsaram tirtva brahmanandam iha eva prapnoti tarati shokam atmavit iti shrutehe tanum tyajatu va kashyam Shwapachasya गृहे अथ अथवा ज्ञानसम्प्राप्तिसमये मुक्तः असौ विगताशयः इति स्मृते च. Thus, the knower of the self, having crossed samsara, attains supreme bliss here itself. The Shruti affirms the knower of the self goes beyond all sorrow. Let the wise man cast off his body in Kashi or in the house of a dog eater. It is immaterial because at the time of gaining knowledge itself, he is liberated, being freed from all the results of his actions. So assert the Smritis. Samsarati iti samsara. That which is forever changing is samsara. That which has only some sara essence is samsara. The entire realm of time, space, objects is samsara. Limitations cause sorrow. The knower of the self goes beyond the limitations of time, space, and objects, and therefore attains infinity, which is supreme bliss. The one object does not become the object. The one who knows a tree does not become a tree, but the knower of the self, truth, becomes the truth itself. Brahmavida Brahmaiva Bhavati. In reality, there is no becoming. He only comes to realize that he was always of the nature of supreme bliss, even while he was ignorant of it. I repeat, this is very beautiful line. Samsarati iti samsara. That which is forever changing is samsara. That which has only samsara essence is samsara. The entire realm of time, space, and objects is samsara. Limitations cause sorrow. The knower of the self goes beyond the limitations of time, space, and objects, and therefore attains infinity, which is supreme bliss. The knower of an object does not become the object. The one who knows a tree does not become a tree. But the knower of the self, truth, becomes the truth itself. Please remember this line. The knower of the self, the truth, becomes the truth itself. Brahmavida Brahmaiva Bhavati. In reality, there is no becoming. He only comes to realize that he was always of the nature of supreme bliss, even while he was ignorant of it. In the Chandogya Upanishad, sage Narada approaches the Sanat Kumaras and seeks that knowledge by which one can cross over all sorrow. When asked to list what he already knew, he enumerates all that he has mastered, including all the sciences, arts, social sciences, politics, etc. The Guru then teaches him self-knowledge, concluding that only the knower of the self crosses over grief. Tarati shokam atmavit. We too, having studied many subjects, have not got over sorrow, tension, and agitations. Ignorant of the self, we seek various worldly ways of getting rid of sorrow, and so do not succeed. We are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy, and they are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy and they are engaged in the activity, and yet others hope to give up the body, remembering the Lord. Some believe in some believe in certain days, times, and places as auspicious and think that one who dies then will attain a good rebirth hereafter or get liberated. Yet others believe that the place from where the subtle body leaves the gross body would decide the course of the future of the jiva. If the subtle body leaves through the top of the head, then one attains liberation. Bhishma Pitama waited for the auspicious Uttarayana before leaving his body. It is said that one who dies in Kashi gets liberated. Kashi is on the banks of the holy river Ganga, where Lord Vishwanatha Shiva resides. Just before a person dies, the Lord Himself is believed to give the Taraka mantra, chanting which the person leaves his body and gets liberated. One with faith would
Can you read again
naturally,
that 3-4 lines previous
yeah,
from Kashi?
yeah. I think I'll read from the paragraph itself. We are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy, and they are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy, and they are engaged in activity. And yet others hope to give up the body, remembering the Lord. Some believe in certain days, times, and places as auspicious and think that one who dies then will attain a good rebirth hereafter or get liberated. Yet others believe that the place from where the subtle body leaves the gross body would decide the course of the future of the jiva. If the subtle body leaves through the top of the head, then one attains liberation. Bhishma Pitamaha waited for the auspicious Uttarayana before leaving his body. It is said that one who dies in Kashi gets liberated. Kashi is on the banks of the holy river Ganga, where Lord Vishwanatha Shiva resides. Just before a person dies, the Lord Himself is believed to give him the Taraka mantra, chanting which the person leaves his body and gets liberated. One with faith would naturally live a pious life and spend his days in Kashi in the remembrance of the Lord, and therefore at his death get liberated. One's mind gets affected by the environment in which one lives. As far as the wise man is concerned, he is already liberated at the time of death. Therefore, it is immaterial under what circumstances or conditions of the body, the time, or the place he leaves the mortal body. He may do so even in a dog eater's house. A dog is the best friend of man. He serves his master with faith. One who eats a dog is therefore said to be the worst of men. Or he may pass away while in coma or while in meditation. He was liberated while living Jivan Mukta. Now he is said to be liberated without body, Videha Mukta. This distinction is purely from the standpoint of the ignorant man whose attention is on his body. I'll read about the Jnani once again. So one with faith would naturally live a pious life and spend his days in Kashi in the remembrance of the Lord, and therefore at his death get liberated. One's mind gets affected by the environment in which one lives. As far as the wise man is concerned, he is already liberated at the time of death. Therefore, it is immaterial under what circumstances or conditions of the body, the time, or the place he leaves his mortal body. He may do so even in a dog eater's house, or he may pass away while in coma or while in meditation. He was liberated while living Jivan Mukta. Now he is said to be liberated without body, Videha Mukta. This distinction is purely from the standpoint of the ignorant man whose attention is on his body. The text ends with Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Iti, thus, Tattvabodha Prakaranam, the Prakarana called Tattvabodha Samaptam, and Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Thus ends the Prakarana called Tattvabodha. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya has written a wide range of literature which appeals to people of various ages, education, and levels of evolution. He has written commentaries on the Prasthanatrayi, the Brahma Sutra, the Gita, and the Upanishads. Various Prakarana Granthas, introductory texts, stotrams, hymns in praise of the Lord, etc. In Tattva Bodha, he starts with the qualification of the student, continues with the discussion of the Jiva, individual, Jagat, world, and Ishvara, the creator, and establishes their essential identity. He concludes with the description of the realized soul. The entire subject matter of Vedanta is covered in this simple text. Even though it is a Prakarana Grantha meant for the beginner, if a sincere seeker reflects and meditates on its words, he would get established in his own self. It also helps the study of other Vedantic texts. May all be benefited by it. Oh, that's it.
Can someone explain Videha Mukta?
As per my knowledge, the Jnani who was living with his gross body after the real death, when he leaves his gross body, it is called Videha Mukta. He is already Jivan Mukta while living. Someone else can also explain, please.
You said correctly. That's what. He was Jivan Mukta, living as Jivan Mukta with the body. When he shuts out the body, he becomes Videha Mukta, without the body.
I just would like to share a I just happened to, by chance, see the end moment of Swami Shri Dayananda Saraswati. I mean, the kind of bliss he had on his face. He was chanting the Shuklam Baradharam Vishnu, and as if he's going to sleep, the way we go to sleep, normal sleep. So much of peace was there on his face. There was no Ashanti. It was like as if he is going to sleep. So I think he was already Jivan Mukta.
Similarly, I have a glimpses of my grandfather leaving his body. I was, I think, about 10 years or 12 years. He was also means a follower of our Siddhartha Swami, in Hubli. We are from Hubli. So he was almost, we can say, Jivan Mukta only. I could see, but that time I was not understanding anything, but I could see so peaceful on his face. Like you said, no? He was telling, Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. And with that only he just left. It is etched in my mind.
Correct. And not only the peace, the smile. I mean,
Yeah.
you can feel that there is nothing wrong. I mean, it was like I was amazed to see.
There's if you read about the standpoint of ignorant man whose attention is on his body, I mean, I know this, we read about wise men. Is that something was given in the front? Earlier in the paragraph about the ignorant man, when they die, what they do?
I'm sorry, I'm not clear. Should I read some paragraph again, Dr. Mara?
No, in the end, it said
Yeah,
this distinction is purely from the standpoint of ignorant man whose attention is on his body, right?
yeah.
So, did they talk about it in the front, earlier? And it's about how people are dying, right? That's how they pray and all that stuff.
Yeah, for them, the place is important, for them, the time, and because they are all the time concerned with it, with the body.
Mm. Yeah, for Jivan Mukta, it's not any problem, but somebody who is not Jivan Mukta, but they are still doing all the things that they are doing. Uh, again, you never know what's going to happen at the end. Ignorant of the self.
I think here, why in our tradition they go to Kashi and wait and everything. See, for Jivan
But
Mukta,
that is
it
nothing in
really
your hand,
doesn't matter.
what's going to
It doesn't
happen.
matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter for Jivan
For
Mukta, but
Jivan Mukta, it doesn't matter. But people like ordinary people, they going to Kashi and dying means at least towards the end. Like when we feel, no, I'm old enough. I don't think so. I will be living any more long. Maybe another few months or a year. Then they go to Kashi, so that is for their mind to get more little bit disciplined and take the name of
focused.
the
Yeah.
instead of getting stuck with the family and grandchildren and what the yield is, the business and whatever. Like the mind is caught up there, no? When you are in the family, even we also realize that by the time we see 10 minutes, 15 minutes here and there, immediately it is already 7:45 we see. 10, 15 minutes we are late because the priorities are different when we are at home. So go to the Kashi and then take the name of the God. We don't know in last 3 to 4, 5 months if some transformation, some positivity, some sattvic things dawn. We may get liberated also.
No, that
That
is
is what
environment,
this, yeah,
environment.
for ordinary people, for ordinary people, that may become the trigger to little bit elevate themselves.
Therefore, he
That's
has
what
written
I
that
felt.
last sentence, no? This distinction is purely from the standpoint of the ignorant man.
And that is very good practice, no? If
Yeah,
even mentally also, if you are living in the house and now I am in the Kashi, that means thoda sa vairagya mein aa jao. Uplift yourself little bit from the mundane. Physically go to Kashi or mentally go to Kashi, both will help you. It is a
But
good
Gurudev
practice.
has said Kashi means you have to be in the Gyan, not on that
Yeah,
place.
correct. Yes. Physically, mentally, both ways, if you can go to Kashi, the chances you are moving more towards the liberation. जीवन मुक्ता की तो बात ही कुछ अलग है. For them, it really doesn't matter where they drop their body. But for ordinary people, this may become one reason to move towards the godly this thing, realization.
it is
That's what
like
I feel.
doing a silence course at home and at ashram.
Correct, correct.
In ashram, that environment is completely, everyone is in silence and you will follow it. No? But
Very
at home,
conducive.
everything same, similar to that.
And in the house, we are in our own routine, na? So the belongingness and that anchoring in our daily
You're in a
routine.
comfort zone, so you feel like you do
Uh,
whatever you want.
my
But
bed,
then,
my bathroom, my clothes, my
right,
kitchen,
if
my this thing.
you're more disciplined, if you're in a different place, yeah. I mean, it's a mind control only, but to get that mind control is something. The environment also plays a role in trying to
This whole text
get
is for
that.
Mumukshatva, and while we are going through each one line, we are getting closer to that. So it is
True, but
very
then that samadama, we have to hit the sadhana sadhustash sadhustashyam. So we have to get there first before we get here. Uh, but then it's good. They're saying you pray for certain things, which is good also, because you never know what will happen at the end. Nobody knows what the thing is going to be.
Dr. Mara, we
Yeah.
have to go first. That is not a condition.
No, the condition, what I'm saying is, like, when there's, like, you say that
if you do meditation, all these will come follow little late.
yeah, I
So
mean,
if we
everything,
wait that I am not Shama, I am not Dhamma, means we will be there only.
yeah. No, what I'm saying, that is different. That is different part than how the person going to die. That's what talking about that
yeah.
thing.
That three karmas also
Yeah,
matters.
it does. That is different. I'm talking about, yes, yeah, do this, do that, all that. To get the mumukshitvam is first we have mind control. Whether you are at home or you are in Kashi, you still need that senses control and mind control, right? But then, as a human being, there's always this tendency in our swabhava. Everything bothers. Like Madhuji said, yeah, you want to be in the class at 7 o'clock, but then you're 10 minutes late, 15 minutes late, and somehow you want to get there. That's why you are even able to get here even after a few minutes late. Even you want to be there, and your mind is there. Oh, 7 o'clock class starts. We want to be organized and be there. But some days it's kind of getting impossible to do it. But we are able that prayatnam, it gets to be like a prayatnam some days.
I have one question, means not related to Tattva bodha, but my personal question. My father is 95 plus. He's all right all the time, but sometimes the flashback comes and he speaks something. So how should I handle that?
You need not have
Yes.
to handle, you just to leave it.
What happens? What happens 95?
We have to be like that. We are not to be bothered because
Yeah,
this
within
is
minutes he
going.
comes back. Within
Yeah,
minutes
again,
he
that's
come
what.
back.
Therefore, we have to just leave it. Otherwise, it will become very tough for us also and for him also. And we will blabber something, and he will again tell something, and reactions will come. So we have to just leave it because even we are facing it. My father-in-law is 96 now. Wonderful, very very good.
Means he doesn't have any medicine. He does his work, but sometimes he does like this. So when I went last month to him visit him, I just wonder. He chanting, everything is doing, and some of the time he just is different person, not violent, nothing, but he starts speaking something which has happened maybe this lifetime or any other lifetime. So I'm wondering how it happens also.
The memory, they sometimes as they're getting older, the short-term memory may be less. Like, say, what you ate for breakfast, they may not remember that. But then they may remember their childhood days or their friends or family or what happened the long-term memory may be there. So that they may remember well. But if whatever they say, you can listen that way. They don't feel like they're very lonely. The more lonely they get, then even they may forget more things. So it's okay to say the names or having some daily activities going as usual. Remember the date and clock and things like that. I mean, you don't have to keep asking them about it, but the pictures or photos that when they look at it, they know. I mean, oh, who's this, like that. But if they're very confused or something, you don't want to make it uh, agitation. Then if you ask them question, oh no, you are saying this is wrong. When we talk like that, then they get agitated.
Thank you, Maharaji.
Yeah. As long as they do their regular functioning, like they get up in the morning, they brush their teeth, they take their bath, they can put on their clothes, things like that they're able to do. We should maintain that as much as possible. But if there is some question of, say, they go to the bathroom, they open the tap, they forget to close it, and the water start running, those things, then that put them at risk. When you're not there, they turn on the stove or something. You don't want to get that kind of accident. I don't think that will happen. But still, or they go out of the house, they don't know what the direction is if they get lost. So it's okay to put some identity, like a card or something, that this is the person's name. If they're wandered off somewhere, this is the phone number to call. Like usually we keep a bracelet here with the name and phone number to call. If not, you can, I don't know if they can have a small ID card in their wallet or something like that. I mean, if
Here
that.
I would like to mention, I went through a lot of dehydration, and due to ignorance, I didn't realize it was dehydration, and the blood pressure went very low, and I couldn't handle this my body and my this lifetime memory and everything, all my faculties and everything because of dehydration. And but the awareness was there. But what Sarlaji just now said, no, I was not able to hold on to this lifetime memories and this identity of Madhuri. What she is saying, a little bit the glimpses I got in that condition till I
Some
was
deja vu
in
sometimes.
rehydrated and
Yeah,
came back to my span.
yeah. Yeah, you may feel like it may have happened before you are in that same place. That memory was there before, something like that. They call it a deja vu phenomena. Anyway, yeah, that happens. Most of the people they'll get the memories of people. Nobody's there in front of the door, but my dad used to say, "Oh, call them and tell them to." Just before he passed, that night, he was seeing people. Tell them all of them are standing there at the door. Have them come in and have them seated. Give them something to drink. Like that, he was telling to my sister. So they do see things or hear things or whatever that happens. Anyway, so are we doing Manana on this? The last that you read topic.
Dr. Mara, would you mind the session, please?
Mm.
Yeah, the last thing, the conclusion, if it's to be repeated reading,
Uh,
I can share the screen, or maybe you can take over.
okay, what do you want me to
Belaji,
do?
can you share this video of that chanting of Tattva Bodha?
Yeah, just now you want to listen again, Tattva Buddha?
No, in the WhatsApp group so that we can listen
It is
on our
there in the
own.
WhatsApp group. It is there. Brahmaraji had sent just recently
Okay,
only, last week.
sorry.
Yeah, no
I will
problem,
check.
no problem. It is under the heading Shloka, just before what Vijayji had also sent when Dr. Mara had asked, no, the transliteration part.
Ha.
Yeah, just before Vijayji's message, Dr. Brahmara's message is there.
Okay, thank you so much. Jai Guru.
Yeah, welcome. Dear.
Yeah, I got here late also. So the last paragraph, yesterday we read about freedom from bondage. We did talk about Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma, how, and then Agama Karma and all that. And today you read about how the action must have results. If they do not go to the wise man, who gets them? It explained thus. That's the one we read. Yeah, this one also you read yesterday, the meritorious.
Yeah, this I read today only the conclusion part, Dr. Mara.
Oh,
I
okay.
read only this last one. If there is anything to be repeated, kindly help. I don't know whether previous to that, if anyone wants to repeat something. This was already covered, I think, yesterday. So I
Okay. Is
read
it
from
is it okay to read one more time this conclusion? I will
yeah,
read it
yeah.
for you.
From here
Okay.
you want to read or from conclusion?
Yeah, I mean, anybody wants to read before that, it's fine. But for me, this conclusion is okay. I will read it one more time because
Yeah,
some.
anyone wants, please let me know if you want us to read before that, because this is today is the last session for Tattva Bodha, or for that matter, any part from the whole text. If you want us to repeat from any part which was not clear so far, just let us know, okay? Because we have little time, so we can
Okay, let me
revisit.
finish reading this part and
Yeah, yeah, okay,
repeat it
okay.
one more time.
Yeah,
I'll just read from the text only.
yeah, okay. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Thus, the knower of the self, having crossed samsara, attains supreme bliss here itself. The Shruti affirms the knower of the self goes beyond all sorrow. Let the wise man cast off his body in Kashi or in the house of a dog eater. It's immaterial because at the time of gaining knowledge itself, he is liberated, being freed from all the results of his actions. So assert the Smritis too. Sam, samsarati iti samsara. That which is forever changing is samsara. That which has only samsara essence is samsara. The entire realm of time, space, and objects is samsara. Limitations cause sorrow. So the entire realm of time, space, objects is samsara. So when you talk about samsara, this all included time, space, objects. Limitations cause sorrow, which we know. The knower of the self goes beyond the limitations of time, space, and objects, and therefore attains infinity, which is supreme bliss. The knower of an object does not become the object, right? The one who knows the tree does not become a tree, but the knower of the self, truth, becomes the truth itself. Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. In reality, there is no becoming. He only comes to realize that he was always of the nature of supreme bliss, even while he was ignorant of it. So we just come to a realization. That's a self-realization. In the Chandogya Upanishad, sage Narada approaches the Sanat Kumaras and seeks that knowledge by which one can cross over all sorrow. So, in the Chandogya Upanishad, sage Narada approaches the Sanat Kumaras and seeks that knowledge by which one cross over all sorrow. When asked to list what he already knew, he enumerates all that he has mastered, including all the sciences, arts, social sciences, politics, etc. The Guru then teaches him self-knowledge, concluding that only the knower of the self crosses over grief. Tarati Sokam Atmavit. We too, having studied many subjects, have not got over sorrow, tension, and agitations. Ignorant of the self, we seek various worldly ways of getting rid of sorrow, and so do not succeed. I'll read this sentence again. Ignorant of the self, we seek various worldly ways of getting rid of sorrow, and so do not succeed. So underline this line, right? So the only way you get rid of the sorrow is having the self-knowledge or realize the self. We are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep. Again, I'll go back this. We are afraid of death and pray for a good death. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy, and they are afraid of death and pray for good deaths. Again, the same thing. Some wish to die in sleep, others when their body is healthy and they are engaged in activity, and yet others hope to give up the body, remembering the Lord. Some remembering the Lord. Some believe in certain days, times, and places as auspicious and think that one who dies then will attain a good rebirth hereafter or get liberated. So some believe in certain days and times, certain day, time, place, and places as auspicious and think that one who dies then will attain a good rebirth hereafter or get liberated. Yet others believe that the place from where the subtle body leaves, the gross body would decide the course of the future of the jiva. Mm. So, if the subtle body leaves through the top of the head, then one attains liberation. Bhishma Pitamaha waited for the auspicious Uttarayana before leaving his body. It is said that one who dies in Kashi gets liberated. Kashi is on the banks of the holy river Ganga, where Lord Vishwanatha, Shiva, resides. Just before a person dies, the Lord himself is believed to give him the Taraka mantra, chanting which the person leaves his body and gets liberated. One with faith would naturally live a pious life and spends his days in Kashi in the remembrance of the Lord, and therefore at his death get liberated. One's mind gets affected by the environment in which one lives. So one's mind, again the sentence, one's mind gets affected by the environment in which one lives. As far as the wise man is concerned, he is already liberated at the time of death. Therefore, it is immaterial under what circumstances or conditions of the body, the time or the place he leaves the mortal body. He may do so even in a dog eater's house. A dog is the best friend of man. He serves his master with faith. One who eats a dog is therefore said to be a worst of men. Or he may pass away while in coma or while in meditation. He was liberated while living Jivan Mukta. Now he is said to be liberated without body, Videha Mukta. This distinction is purely from the standpoint of the ignorant man whose attention is on his body. The text ends with Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam. Okay, Iti Tattvabodha Prakaranam Samaptam. Okay, thus ends the Prakarana called Tattvabodha. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya has written a wide range of literature which appeals to people of various ages, education, and levels of evolution. He has written commentaries on the Prasthanatrayi, the Brahma Sutra, the Gita, and the Upanishads, various Prakarana Granthas, introductory texts, stotrams, hymns in praise of the Lord, etc. So you already read this other part. In essence, in Tattva Bodhaka, that he starts with the qualifications of the student, which we read about the 4 qualities, continues with the discussion of the jiva, individual, like all about the sarira, koshas, all that, and then jagat, how the world is created, and Ishvara, the creator, and establishes their essential identity. He concludes with the description of the realized soul. The entire subject matter of Vedanta is covered in this simple text. So we read the whole Vedanta in this simple text. Even though it is a Prakarana Grantha meant for the beginner, if a sincere seeker reflects and meditates on its words, he would get established in his own self. So this is good enough for us. It also helps the study of other Vedantic texts. May all be benefited by it. may all be benefited by it. Om Tat Sat. So, going back to Manana, we have how many minutes? If anybody wants to shed light on what we read so far?
Hari Om.
Yeah.
I was reading some text from Vijayji shared what the
Mhm.
PDF he shared, no?
Right. I
There's
didn't
also,
read it yet,
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah,
Go
it's
ahead.
very,
Mm.
it's very like, step by step how,
Mm.
like if you want to revise the Tattva Bodha, so
Yeah.
it is
Easy to
given
revise
point
it.
wise. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And in that it is
I saw
some
that it was very nice. Like it's in Sanskrit and transliteration, and then they gave the
no, not that, Dr.
Mm.
Mara. It was different PDF, which two PDF was shared, no? So
Yeah, yeah. I
the
saw
next,
that one.
yeah,
It's
it
more
is,
like a table or
Yeah,
column, right?
that
yeah,
the tables have been given.
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw the
it
table.
is,
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. That is very, very good.
Yeah.
yeah. I have not read the whole, but in between as we were reading, so had gone through those this. So
Mhm.
it is very like it's good to read them also, just because we have read this text, whole text. So
Yeah.
if we can revise this, the point wise, it is
Mhm.
very like it just seeps in, the knowledge seeps in very easily.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
in the way they have given the Sanchit Karma, then Agami, and
Right.
it is given very nicely. And they
Mhm.
have given some additional notes also after finishing that
Yeah.
how the law of karma operates.
Yeah. I would
Basically, that is.
think, if anybody like wanting to, I'm really would like to do that also. But then for time being, I think our focus is to learn the slokas. Now that we have a better understanding of the whole text now than the last time we read, last two times actually we read. I think at least in my mind, I can understand those the padas, better. When we read the pada, okay, this is what it meant, even though each word is in Sanskrit, which I don't read that much. I'm trying to learn right now the letters and stuff, but I still I'm not
I
in the.
think the way we chant the one adhyay daily, like I am still chanting only one adhyay. So
Yeah.
what can be done is that we can add some Tattva Bodha
Mm,
shlokas also. Though
mm,
reading the whole, it will take a little time, but that would
no,
be the best.
yeah.
But I
In my
think five
opinion, like
shlokas
say for
daily.
example, if we're going to read it, uh, anyway, can we do Manana on this? I know it's already 8:15.
Yeah.
So, anybody wants to say anything about what we read so far, like this last page in conclusion? Basically, it said about, it's what's the difference between the ignorant person versus the wise man at the time of death, what matters, what the difference is, right? And then the
A
sum
little,
to get rid of
this
the
thing is
samsara is
also,
the whole
yeah,
point is basically to come out of the sorrow is you have to realize self. Realizing self is the only way to get out of the sorrow, not any other means. That's the whole point. Yeah.
also during the death, like what travels is that the Sukshma Sharira also is travels, then Karan Sharira, and that reflected consciousness which
Mm-hmm.
is there, that is also like it is the whole thing. Only the gross body is
Yeah.
uh,
The grass body
remains
is the
here.
only drops. Yeah.
Yeah, so even the like the food we eat, the
Mm-hmm.
sar which we get from the food, uh, what makes our body
Mm-hmm.
like this,
Annamaya
like
kosha.
Yeah. So, like, if we are having this type of body now,
Mm.
uh, I was wondering, like, is it that we will have only this type of this prakriti, like
The nature, right?
to
Yeah.
have that vat pit kaf. So I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
wondering at a point that will we
Mm.
have this type of body in the next, or it change? Because the sukshma sharir is still made of all the elements, so it leaves its essence when the gross body drops. So
Yeah, that's what the samskara is, right? Like I felt
yeah,
like
so
the
so the
samskara.
food also leaves your, like, what the food which we eat,
Mhm.
that also leave its impressions, and we would be liking same type of food next birth. So our body will be similar to,
Mm.
according to that, what we are eating in
Right.
this life,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. True. True.
Yeah,
That's the tendency, right? That's what they're talking about, the vasanas or samskaras and all that. So
yeah,
believe it or not, even in Western world, like they talk about American College of Lifestyle Medicine, everybody is talking about eating more vegetables and fruits. And which I think in some way you look at it, somebody like overweight, I am overweight, and but then that comes from the eating lot of the grains which is sourced from the earth. But if you see the food that is come from the light, air, and water, like if you say all the vegetables and fruits, like if you say fruit, like take mango, it comes from on the, it not from, I mean, it's still partly it's from the earth also, but then the source is mostly in the sunlight and the air and the oxygen or carbon dioxide, whatever it needs. And it in that kind of source is better for people who are like so we have to realize what is good for our health and try to understand and change our habits. Hopefully we'll have better tendency if that were to be a next
Here,
life.
here I want to mention one thing. The more we feel grateful for
Mm,
whatever is available this moment to us, the kind of family we were born, the surroundings, and this body and its limitations, its good, bad, everything. The more we feel grateful about what we have got this lifetime, I
true.
think next lifetime you will be anyway upgraded in the natural way. That is also, it's a mixture of like, and what kind of uh, which bandwidth or what kind of sanchita karma you will be taking out for the next body, to suit that. Again, the body structure and the family around you will also be chosen by the next, for the
It
next
is
birth.
something like
So
this. It's
many
like,
things are there.
yeah, to
And
me,
now see,
I,
we are so much into this. See, every morning that longing is there, that I want to go through this knowledge. So that thought is so predominant. So there are very, very, very high chances that we will get that kind of environment in the family, the body also, and everything more suitable for the spiritual upliftment.
yeah, yeah.
Much
For me,
suited to
I
that.
just want
Gurudev
to
say Janma Rahasya and
one,
there is a Mrityu Rahasya. So we
yeah,
should not be have a discussion on these topics because nobody knows what will happen
Yes.
after we go. Yeah.
yeah. One
Knows.
of the things I want to
Only this
mention
is
quickly,
like,
that like if, for example, when you're going for a walk, you have this pedometer and things like that. Oh, our goal is like say 10,000 steps. So you walked for 10,000 steps. If you're walking 20 minutes per 1 mile, it may take 4 hours, like almost more than an hour and a half. So you kind of curious, oh, how much we walked, how much we walked. Did we get that? Did we get that? So if you have that kind of anxiety, we won't it will make you more frustrated. Then you just do walk, you will get there. so it's like that, if you do the right thing, we will realize the right place. That's what I feel. So we will put our energy, do the right things, like, okay, this morning, or okay, today didn't go very well, okay, tomorrow at least I should do this, like we have a little plan, and try to stick to it. The more we try to stick to it, then it will happen, eventually. So that is my take on that. I would not worry about, oh, how I'm going to die. Do I going to remember the God or not remember the God? That's not my, today I pray, I keep on saying the Nama of the Narayana, Govinda, or whatever. So that will come to you naturally, I'm hoping.
And that is due to abhyasa, which we go through the whole of the lifetime. No, the abhyasa. If you remember the name, like I was listening to one of the video, and the Swami
Right.
was
It
in
won't
ICU.
come
Yeah,
right at that moment, but you got to
yeah,
be doing that every day. Yeah.
every day. Yeah, he was
Like in
mentioning that.
Maya Panchakam, it is said the Maya is so great, even the learned person can fall down. So it is not Abhyasa also will work. It may
No,
or may
no,
not.
no. Abhyasa will definitely work, because that abhyasa would have cleansed your antakarna. No, abhyasa
Guys,
as
we have
it is.
only 3 minutes. We are supposed to do the, what do you call that?
Can we play the Maya Panchakam?
No, yeah, we
Someone,
could, but then
please, please.
what do you call that? Sorry. Aren't we supposed to do that other thing,
Questions.
Balaji?
Dr. Mara, nobody has, I think, by hearted the shlokas. So I think it is again that abhyasa we have to do at home, like as a homework. I was
I
just
know, but
thinking
at
that
least
5
you can look
shlokas
at the
per day.
book and see. Yeah, if you want to play the Maya Panchakam, go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah, we had to do, as per Dr. Brahmana's instruction,
Yeah.
we had to do the Tattva bodha question answer.
Even if you look at the book
The
and
time,
say it, it's fine.
yeah, you can, if it is possible, then kindly go ahead. Otherwise,
Okay.
just let me know. I can play
Let
Maya
me,
Panchakam whenever you tell. Yeah.
you can screen that, but I will ask the question.
You
Pancha
want me to
Koshaka,
screen the Tattva bodha text?
not
Only
the
the
text,
shloka?
the song. Yeah, the
Only,
sloka. Only the
yeah.
sloka, please.
Okay. Yeah.
What is Pancha Koshaka K? This one is easy. You know what the Panchakoshaka, right? Panchakoshaka K. Annamayaha, Pranamayaha, Manomiyaha, Vijnanamayaha, Anantamayas, Mayas Cheti. So what are the 5 sheets? They are Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya. Actually, Panchakosha, this one is a little bit easier to answer. You don't
Yeah,
have
here
the.
is the only shloka text.
I have a question. Atma Kim.
Oh, wait, we are doing the koshas. Annamaya kosha. Annamayaha kaha. Annamayaha kaha. Anybody want to take that?
I have projected on the screen.
Yeah, you
Annamaya.
can read it from the screen also. Anyone wants to
Anna
read it?
rasenaiva bhutva, anna rasenaiva buddhim, prapya anya rupa prithvivyam, yadviliyate tad annamaya koshah stula shariram.
Yeah. Anna rachane naiva bhutva. Anna rachane naiva vriddhim prapya. Anna rupa prithvivyam. Yad viliyate Tad Annamaya Kosha Stula Shariram. So what is Annamaya Kosha? That which is born from the essence of food grows by the essence of food. Okay, it comes born from the essence of the food, grows by the essence of the food, and merges into the earth, which is of the nature of the food, is called food sheath. So, food sheath or the gross body. So that's a Annamaya Kosha. Second one is Pranamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kaha. Pranamaya Kaha. Anyone take on that?
प्राणाद्याः पञ्चवायवः वागादिक् इन्द्रियपञ्चकं प्राणमयः कोशः.
So that Pranadaya is the five. What is Pranamaya Kosha? The five physiological functions like prana, etc., and the five organs of action like speech together form the vital air sheath. So Pranadayaha Panchavayaha Vayaha and Vagha Indriyanam Panchakam. So that's a action. What do you call that? Karmendriyas. Those
What does this mean, Pranadya? This is meaning like
Pranadya is the five
Five pranas.
physiological.
Five pranas.
That's a
five
Pancha Vayavaha, five physiological actions like Prana Dayaga is like prana, like prana. Prana Dayaga means I think like prana.
Okay.
Okay. And Manomaya Koshaka Kaha. This is also a nice one. Manomaya Koshaka Kaha.
Manascha Gyanendriya Panchakam Militva yo bhavati sa manomaya koshaha.
So what is Manomaya Koshaka? The mind, Manaska, Jnanendriya Panchakam, and the five sense organs of perception, Jnanendriya Panchakam. Okay. Militva, together form the mental sheath. Yo bhavati sa. So they together form the Manomaya, that form the mental sheath. Okay. And then Vijnanamaya Kaha.
विज्ञान कह बुद्धि ज्ञानेन्द्रिय पंचकम मिलित्वा यो भवति सः विज्ञानमयः कोशः.
Right. So buddhi is the intellect, right? Jnanendriya Panchakam. So it's connected with the organs of perception. Perception. Militva Yobhavati, together it forms the Vijnanamaya Koshaka. So let me read this. What is Vijnanamaya Koshaka? The intellect and the five sense organs of perception together is the intellectual sheath. It is subtle and pervades the former three sheaths. It controls the other three. So it perverts the former three sheets and then it controls the other three. It constitutes the intellect and the five sense organs or perception. It should be of perception. The five senses are common to both the mental and intellectual sheets, as perception involves both the mind and intellect. So when it says perverts former three sheets, it must be the Manomaya, Pranamaya, and the Annamaya, I think. And then controls the other three.
Yeah, other three is one is yeah, you mentioned all three.
Right.
Pranamaya, Manomaya. Yeah.
Yeah, the buddhi controls everything, right?
Yeah.
Basically, that's what it means. Anandamaya Koshaka Kaha. Anandamayaha, sorry, not Koshaka. Anandamayaha Kaha. Evameva Karana Sarira. So, Evameva Karana Sarira. Bhutta Vidyasta Malina Sattvam. Priyadi Vritti Sagitam Sat Anandamayaha Koshaha. Etat Kosha Panchakam. So again here, what is Anandamaya Koshaha? Established in ignorance. That's what the established in ignorance, which is the form of the causal body, which is of the form of the causal body of impure nature, united with thoughts like Priya, etc., is the bliss sheath. These are the 5 sheets. So, Etat Ko Panchakam, Etat Kosha Panchakam, that is the meaning of these are the 5 sheets. Established Evameva Karana Sharira. Booth, oh, okay.
If you break these words,
you
no,
have to
the
be,
meaning comes.
Booth Avidyasta. Okay, so that's what established in ignorance, Avidyasta. Okay, Malina Sattvam.
Malin Sattvam,
Malina
and
Sattvam is a impure nature, right?
impure nature, right?
Impure nature.
Priyadi.
Priyadi means united with the thoughts like Priya. Priyadi Vritti Sagitam. So it united with the thoughts like Priya.
Impressions like Vritti Sahitam.
Yeah. And Sat, that is the Anandamaya, it is the bliss sheath. Oh my God. I know you have to connect that words with the meaning and all these things. So, final thing is beyond the 5 sheets comes next. Let me read. I don't know what this is. Beyond the 5 sheets is Panchako Satita. What does that mean? Just
Panchakoshata. It should be Koshatita.
Yeah, that's what it says. Panchakoshatita. Beyond the 5 sheets.
Yeah.
Beyond the 5 sheets is the Atma, right? So that's what probably. Okay, we'll read the Atma tomorrow then. Today we are good with these 5 things. Okay, all right. Now we went beyond 8:30. We still have time for playing Maya Panchakam. Thank you, guys.
Someone can say Shanti part. I will play the Maya Panchakam.
Okay. Loka samasta sikino bhavantu. Loka samasta sikino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
निरंशकेऽप्यखण्डे मयि चिति सर्वविकल्पनादिशून्ये घटयति जगदीश जीवभेदम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया श्रुतिशतनिगमान्तशोधकानपि अहधनादिनिदर्शनेन सद्यः कलुषयति चतुष्पदाद्य भिन्ना न घटितघटना पडीयसी माया सुखचिदखण्डविबोधमद्वितीयम् वियदनलादिविनिर्मित्ते नियोज्य भ्रमयति भवसागरे नितान्तम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया अपगतगुणवर्णजातिभेदे सुखचितिविप्रविडाद्यहङ्कृतिं च स्फुटयति सुतदारकेहमोहम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया विधिहरिहरविभेदमप्यखण्डे बत विरचय्य बुधानपि प्रकामम् भ्रमयति हरिहरविभेदभावान् घटितघटना पटीयसी माया त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया
Thank you, Balaji. I'll call you later, okay?
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद.
No problem.